there are both edible mushrooms and there's mushrooms that are not easily edible. Those are things like turkey tail and reishi and mushrooms like that. But all of them have really great health benefits. And as a dietitian, I want to direct people to ways to use some of these mushrooms. And we're seeing them more and more in our stores, both fresh mushrooms or in our farmers markets, as well as dried mushrooms that you can rehydrate and use in foods. Today's mushrooms that I'm using are a shiitake mushroom and then just a basic crimini mushroom. Now, these two were easily accessible in our stores. In fact, I got these at Costco, but you can also trade it out and use different variations depending upon what is in season and what you have available to you. So I have already cut a whole bunch of the shiitake mushrooms, but we also have the crimini. I've gone a little bit heavier on the shiitake mushrooms. I think they have a really nice flavor. They're also high in vitamin D, and vitamin D is one of those nutrients that you don't find very much in food. In fact, this is one of the best plant sources of vitamin D. Other food sources include fish. So if you're a vegan, this is a really great way to get it in. We often think about vitamin D as being that vitamin that you can get when you just go out into the sun. But for those of us who are up north, and I'm in Washington State, we can't absorb vitamin D from the sun a vast majority of the year. So we either want to get it in through a supplement or through some food sources, or hopefully both. So that's one of my inspirations there. Another thing about mushrooms is that you get some protein in there. And then they also have selenium and many other great nutrients in them. So I encourage you, if you don't usually use mushrooms, to give these a try. The other thing that we're going to do with this is we're going to play with the texture, and part of it we are going to blend to make it creamy. If you don't like the texture of mushrooms, you might like it blended up a little bit or just chopped really fine. So you can play with that as well.